What's going on, YouTube? OG's Nitro RCs here, coming at you again from the Nitro Corner. OG's Nitro Corner. Guys and girls, gals and dudes and dudettes, ladies and germs. This is episode 101 from the Nitro Corner, and we are kicking ass and taking names in 2025. I can't thank you enough for what you guys are doing for the channel. My last few videos that I put up of Grubby and the problem and paintball out at the lot, you guys just slammed it with comments and questions and compliments and everything else. It's humbling. You guys are so nice and so generous to the old man. It's crazy. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And my sub count, guys, come on, man. I'm at 469 subs. I'm 31 subs away from hitting the big 500. I told you, if I hit 500, I was going to do a giveaway. It's going to be some kind of tooling thing or something, or an RC part, or some bottles of fuel or battery pack. It's going to be something. I don't know. I don't know yet. If we ever make it to that mile long, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But as of right now, I love and appreciate and respect each and every one of you guys for what you're doing to the channel. I mean, it is just amazing, the support that I'm receiving from all the communities that I'm involved in, from my electric bros right back to my Nitro community. I mean, it is just a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I greatly appreciate all of you guys. I really do. Just wanted to let you know that and get that out of the way first. With that being said, if you hit that like button on your way in, I'd greatly appreciate it. The likes are up, the comments are up, the views are up, the view time is up. Just keep it going, guys, if you would, please. Keep it going. You guys got this channel rocking right now. 2025 is our year. We're going to make this happen. Now, with all that being said, we got to talk about the trucks. The trucks. We went out, and as you guys seen, they all ran great. Oh my God, did paintball run. Holy Christ, paintball is off the chain. 13 tanks in, and it's starting to really, really, really wake up. The problem truck here, my brother Travis Robinson's favorite dirty little truck. Look how nasty this little pig pen is. He is just grubby, guys. So the problem, had a shock problem, and he's got, we don't know if it's the dog bone knuckle in here, if it's the outdrive cup on the differential. We don't know if we lost a tooth, is what it sounds like to me. Like we lost a tooth on a ring gear, or it could be, it might not be the planet gear in there, but it could be, but we might have lost a tooth someplace in there, or we might just have something stuck in there. I don't know. It still ran. That wasn't the problem. The problem was the shock, and because we lost the rear wheel drive. We only had front wheel drive. Same thing that happened to Grubby. When Grubby lost his dry shaft, which right there on the tailgate of the truck, we ended up getting him back together. Grubby's ready to go. He's over here on the floor. He's cocked, locked, ready to rock. Paintball was a demon. We all know what paintball did when he was out there. Just a flat out demon. He was faster than Chastity and jumping and flying through the air better than any of them. But the good old problem truck here, we got to get him squared away, get him taken care of. I got him over here on the table because I have Ghost over here in the usual spot on the clean mat. Ghost is over there on the stand, and I have the problem over here, so I can knock all the dirt off the table a lot easier than getting it off my work mat over here. Ghost is over here getting ready to get prepped. He's getting ready to get wound up, batteries charged, because it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, and Ghost will get ran tomorrow. The Losi AT, the Terminator truck, I call him, the T8000, that's what I call him, the Terminator. He's going to get ran tomorrow too, and probably more than likely, we're going to get the Showtime truck out. I don't know if you guys remember him or not. If you even paid attention when I was building him, you newcomers haven't seen him yet, but he's a specialty Savage that I put together, and he's got new wheels on him and everything, and he's tight and right now. But the engine that we have in him was an engine that we got on a trade that was locked up. It was seized up tighter than a frog's butt, and we tore it down here on the table on the good old bench right here in the Nitro corner. We tore it down all the way down to the bearings, cleaned everything, put it back together, and fired it up on the table, and it started up with no problem. But we're really going to start it up and really put the trigger to it out at the lot and see what kind of engine it is. It's got a ton of pop. It should work perfect. But we built that Savage around that engine, so we're going to see if it's going to go or not. And we got the SS black body on that for now until we get the other one painted. But that is the Showtime truck. So he will be making his debut appearance hopefully tomorrow while we're running Ghost Truggy and the T8000 Truggy over here, the Losi 8 on the floor. But before that happens tonight, 5 minutes in, we're going to strip the problem down here, get him out of the way, find out what's going on in this rear end. If it's something simple, we're going to fix it easy. If it's something a little not so simple, we're still going to fix it easy, because that's what we do here. And so let's get at that. Let's get this thing going. Oh, big shout out, big shout out to the live stream fellows that I've been running with here lately that have been doing their thing. Just want to touch base on a few of them. Rinks RC, my boy Rinks in Pennsylvania, kicking ass, bro, kicking ass. He's doing great. Awesome live streams on Saturday mornings. And then we have my boy Ty on two wheels, the urban legend, and those guys, the electric boys, you know, that are rocking throughout the week. Awesome crew. Nothing but mad props for those guys, you know. And Bastion RC, young buck up there with one hell of a collection going on. He's doing really good right now, you know. And Chino, my brother Chino out there, he's doing real good. He had a kick-ass live stream the other night, hanging out, him and his wife, and everything was on there. I mean, it was just an awesome thing. Had a good crowd in there. Good deal. A lot of good RC people going on right now. Of course, Nitro Freak, my brother Nitro Freak down here, North Carolina. We were in his live stream the other night, matter of fact, and I was on the panel for 6 hours wrenching on my trucks. I actually fixed 2 trucks, tore apart Monster, the X-Max, on the panel. I basically sat there and here and wrenched on the table for about 5 hours. And during his live stream, he just kept me posted up on the channel while everybody else talked. That was an awesome live stream. A lot of people come through there. A lot of people, a lot of talking, a lot of questions, a lot of chit chat. It was a good time. Good time, good people. Loved it. So, that being said, let's tear this sucker apart and see what is going on with the problem. I should just get the old Ugga Dugga over here. Yep. I already got this one off. Yeah, got that one off. Not much room to work on this table over here, but still, if we can make it happen on this table, it's a lot easier to clean up than the other table. The other table becomes quite the pain in the ass. Get the mud and stuff off from it. Because you can see it's got all this lot grass on it. It's looking tight. Tight. We got the silver wheels on him because Grubby's the only one that's got the black gunmetal wheels on him. So that's pretty easy to remember. Grubby's the only one with the black wheels. I really need to get another magnetic tray. I got 2 magnetic trays over here holding tools and bits and bobs and pieces and stuff, and 1 tray holding X-Max nuts and bolts. So we really need to look into that too sooner or later. But let me see what I can get done here. What do we got going on? Need to get all of this done. Take this apart. Got some fishing going on in the background. Got fishing going on with the Rio Hillary Sue, Scott Martin's beautiful daughter. Also, pro fisherman who's going to Alabama U down there. Hillary's a good young lady and one hell of a fisher lady, whatever they refer to themselves as. Yep, she comes from a family of fishermen though. With her grandpa being Roland Martin and her dad being Scott Martin. Pretty safe to say it. We know what she was gonna do and have her back up. Yes, we were. All right, boys and girls, this is where it's going to get messy. Turn this other light on, the overhead here. Hopefully we can get this out of here without this raising too much hell. It's always nice when they come out like they're supposed to. Yes, it is. It's always nice when they come out like they're supposed to. All right. We took old Grubby apart the other day. Yeah, he wasn't happy. It was a paintball. It was wasn't happy to be coming apart. We had to put the heat to them. That happened during Nitro Freaks live stream when I was wrenching on camera. This one's not going to be a long one, guys. You're just going to be here with me while we take them apart. That's it. I'm going to bust it up. Try to keep them short and simple. Keep everybody entertained. And since I'm already getting thirsty, there you go, Rinks. Good stuff, people. Good stuff. Yes, it is. All right. Pop these bottom screws out here, and then we'll get to the skid plates on the bottom. Going to cut the exhaust loose because he's about to want to come apart one way or the other anyway. Hate to waste these good zip ties, but hey, y'all know how it is. Got to do what we got to do. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, take the old exhaust off here. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I got my tablet behind me, so I can't visually see what's on camera and what's not. Hope you guys can see everything okay. Flip them over, pop the bottom ones loose, leave those in. These right here just go into the metal cross brace that goes across. There's no sense, you really ain't got to take those out because you're taking all of that out anyway. So these, basically, these 6 right here are the only ones that got to go in. You got 2 somewhat shorty tapered heads. Longer, these right here should be long. Longer taper heads go up front into the bulkhead. Just like that. And you got 2 shorty round heads, button heads that hold into the bottom of the diff. Just like that. And then your bumper and everything is already unattached, and the rear end comes apart just like that, guys. That's exactly how it happens. Falls off into your hand. There's the dog going. Okay. There's no problem going on up in there, which is not a good thing. Not a good thing. I'm just spinning the transmission, and I don't hear anything wrong with the transmission, but we're going to pop the transmission out too here in a minute. And look at that. We push all this dirt back. All right, guys, there we go. And we do have our engine loose. We just need to pop these 2 little screws off the transmission case. Because I don't really want to take the engine loose from the engine plate, because the engine plate that would mess with the mesh. We don't have to change that. We don't want to. So just use your hand and spread it open a little bit. You should be able to pop this engine right out of here as soon as we disconnect throttle linkage. Bing bang, like that. Boom, there's the engine. Okay. Dirty, nasty, covered in stuff, but still working quite well. Backlash is somewhat okay in the clutch bell. It's getting looser and looser, so that's something to remember. Because one of the things I talked about in a lot of the comments that I received, everybody's like, "Oh, OG, you got to hurry up and fix Grubby. You got to fix paintball. You got to fix them. You got to get your trucks back out there." Oh, I know. But also, like I said in Paintball's video where he was doing speed laps back through there, I said, you know, there's a good thing about running these 3 trucks. That's why we took them out, and that's why we did to them what we did, guys, was because it was okay that everything went to shit. Well, you know, the shocks anyway, because, you know, now I know shock cabs need to be figured out, and that's not good. There's a bearing race right there. Right there on the differential is a bearing race sticking out of there. You can see see it hanging out on the drive cup. There it is. There's part of it. It chewed the bearings up in it. Cool. Now we know. But anyway, back to what I was saying before we get too far down the road here. The good side to what we did by taking these out there and driving them, you know, and we weren't pounding on them. We weren't beating them. We weren't doing what we normally do to them. We just jumped them a little bit, had a little fun, did some hot laps with them and seeing what was going on. And we found out that we forgot to fix the bottom shock boot on paintball. We forgot that the shock cap was stripped out on this one right here. Well, it came loose anyway because it came loose the last time. And it's because we ran them last year so hard. I beat these trucks to death last year, remember? Jumping them 50, 60 feet every day, launching them after another, one after another, speed runs, breaking in paintball's new engine. Grubby out there just doing what Grubby does and going nuts, you know, the problem, making a name for himself. But we did not take care of them, guys. We didn't do any maintenance on the engines. We didn't check any pieces to make sure they weren't broke, because Grubby's brace plate right here was cracked, and this front one's still cracked, but I didn't replace that because it's not moving, it's still solid. But the back one snapped in half. That's what caused the frame to twist a little bit, and it spit his dog bone out. You know, but we beat the shit out of them last year, guys, but we didn't take care of them. We didn't go back through and go, okay, well, we gotta fix this, or we gotta make sure this is okay, or this is okay. Not one of them. So when you don't take care of them, things happen. That's exactly what happened. But now we'll go back through. We'll touch up all this. I will strip him down to the nuggets, with the exception of probably I might take. I'll leave the front servo in because it's just a pain in the ass. I won't take any of the servos off, but I will undo the bell crank screws going into the linkages, into the tow bars. I will take those off so I can take the front end off the truck too, and I will just have the center module, the chassis, the tranny, and radio box, and everything else will stay the same, and that will allow me to clean both front and rear end. Check the diffs out like I'm getting ready to do this right here. This bearing, when the bearing's riding out on the shaft, guys, you know you got a problem. So that's what we're going to get into. All of that is what we're going to get into. That's why I'm going to run the truggies tomorrow and do the same thing. We're going to check Ghost out, make sure Ghost is okay, because Ghost is a fan favorite. And I have a lot of new subscribers that are just coming into the group that are getting to see paintball run for the first time. They're digging paintball. A couple of them are digging the problem here. A lot of them are digging Grubby, of course, because he's a fan favorite. They haven't seen Ghost. Chino's seen Ghost, and a few other guys have seen Ghost, but a lot of new people have not seen Ghost run yet. And they will see Ghost off the chain probably tomorrow if the weather holds up, and so forth like that. But yeah, we're going to run the truggies tomorrow and probably break out the Showtime truck, and we will spend the rest of the remainder of the days cleaning the big boys up, Grubby, paintball, and the problem, and then we'll get them all cleaned up, make sure everything's topped off on them, so when the summertime hits, when the nice weather's here constant, these boys will be ready to go. And then while I'm doing all that, I'll be waiting to get my parts from Monster, my X-Max, because you guys got to see him sailing. I mean, sailing. He about killed me 2 or 3 times, that big ass. But Monster is a beast, my big X-Max. And what happened to him was I landed on that front wheel one too many times. I landed on that front wheel twice, and it come down, and he's over 30 pounds, and he's, you know, flying over my head. I'm 6 foot. So if he's going over my head, he's easily 6.5, 7 foot in the air when I can see the bottom of him. That's a lot of weight to come down on the front tire, more than once. And he landed down there probably 2 or 3 times. I think the third time was when I broke the bearing carrier on that front right side. No big deal, $9. That's the greatest thing about the X-Maxes and Traxxas parts is, yeah, they hold up and take an ass whooping, plus they're cheap. $9 is all it's going to cost me for a set of new bearing carriers for the outside. Piece of cake. And I might even go with the aluminum ones because that's what my store has. I'll be going over Friday to look at them if I can come up with the money. But anywho, that's the plan. Get these tore down, which we're there right now. We need to take him apart and see what's going on with him. And as of right now, the teeth do have some spurs on them, or burrs, I should say. Like there was something caught in there, chewing away on this. So we will look in here and find out, because there is a burr on every one of these teeth right here. I don't know if it's because there was something down in here caught up in there chewing on it, or if it's just in the gearing. But I do know one thing, that bearing is gone, is that bearing slid out. So we'll be taking this rear end apart and diving off into this bad boy. And we're only 20 minutes in right now, so we're going to make this a quick trip. Basically just zip, 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 take this apart, get these pieces all in water, so I'll get them soaking. I'll get them cleaned up at least a little bit anyway. Pins are all straight, they're not bent. They wouldn't come out that easy if they were bent, so that's always a plus. Okay, there's those. Pull our top pins out. Top pins. Let me see here. What size is that? What size is that? Look how it goes. Take these out. Hopefully the nuts stay inside the housing. Boom, that. Now there's a square nut back in there. Put that right back in there. Okay, there's that. 5 tons of dirt up here we'll knock off in the trash can. It's so much easier than wiping it off my my Traxxas rubber mat over there. Dirt gets on that somebody does not like coming off, guys. Let's put this back in here. Okay. There's that. There's that. Shocks. Dog bones. And arms. Shocks. Dog bones. Nasty dog bones. Oh my God, they're covered in so much shit, guys. So much shit. Alright, let's get those over there. Get those over there. Okay. Front brace. I already have 2 Savages and buckets right now that need to be cleaned up. It's like, man, we're over here making another one that really does need to be cleaned. He's in rough shape, people. That's the problem's pretty dirty. Pretty dirty. Let me tell you right now, he's bona fide a mess. Really want to take these shocks off these towers. Well, we might have to. This is so much easier. Man, it's a lot of... We're just going to pull the pins for right now, guys. There's one loop sticking out. We run the... Oh, shit, they ain't going to do damn good. What are you thinking, Rob? Come on, man. I'm distracted, guys. They're out in the hallway making noise. Like usual. Never stops here. Never stops here in the jungle. In order to take these off, I'm going to clean these out. Hardcore stuff, fellas. Hardcore stuff. Oh, God. Stuff like concrete. There's like freaking concrete in there. Do this the long way, I guess, fellas, boys and girls. Sorry, Miss Kim, if you're watching, or Miss JJ. Share, you're used to it. Yeah, when stuff comes apart that hard, boys and girls, you got some major cleaning issues going on. Major cleaning issues. Whew. This differential's probably shot. Even though it doesn't feel like it right now. It doesn't feel nothing like it did a minute ago. Let me tell you. No, it does not. Long ones up top. Separate a little bit. Pull the shock tower out. Bottom braces fell out of my lap. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Well. Where's that? There it is. There's the bearing that blew up, folks, right there. And all the teeth are on the outdrive, so that's good. Something got in here, though, and chewed up his ring gear a little bit. Because these teeth are sharp. I mean sharp. So something was chewing away on this, guys. Unless this bearing just blew up and one of the bearings got down inside there, because that bearing right there is gone. And I mean gone. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So on top of all this crap, we need to take this differential apart. We're going to do that just sitting here looking at it. I'm just like cut my hand up. Alright. Contamination and dirt, none of that matters. We're going to clean it anyway. Well, looks like mud. We do have all the gears in there. So this is the X gearing in there, because it has the extra spider gears. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, which will go in the goop. Inner gear looks good, no teeth missing off that. That's good. What are we at here, people? Still seeing good? Yep. Alright. Pull the pin out, which allows us to pull the drive out. And there's the other part of the race, the inner bearing. And that chewed on that a little bit. And there's the bearing. And there's the race. That all looks okay. Okay. So yeah. There's our bearing that blew up. And there's, as you see, there's no bearings. There's no balls anywhere whatsoever. There's no balls inside here. There's none inside here. Nope, there's no bearings anywhere on the inside here. And there's no bearings in the catch tray. So them mugs flew out everywhere. Yes, they did. Those bearings are gone, folks, and I mean gone. So, with all that being said, now that you see what we're doing and what we have going on here, we have to replace both bearings. We will replace both bearings on this, and I will more than likely, when we pull the front end off and all this doesn't look like this, we will pull the bearings off that one too and replace those. And I will repack these with fresh grease. I don't use a dip oil. I won't use, I mean, I have some, it depends. I can't say that. I do not know how much dip oil I have. If I have enough dip oil to do both of them with maybe a 5,000 or something like that, I'll go that route. If not, I just pack them full of red grease and call it good. It's just as simple as doing it any other way. Just as simple as doing it any other way. Oh yeah, guys. The orange is the best. Yes, it is. So, with all that being said, we're gonna 32 minutes in. We are going to probably stop this video, and I am going to clean my hands off a little bit. See how good that comes off. Real good. So I'm going to clean my hands off a little bit. Then we're going to organize this somewhat. Knock all this dirt off into a trash can. And I am going to start tearing the front end apart too. Because if I get too many pieces out here at one time, it's not going to work. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let me think about that for a second. I might keep you on long enough to take that front end off. But my box, I usually dump all this crap in down here under the table, is currently full of MT2 parts. Or I mean RS4? Is that what I'm touching off on here? No, it's currently full of MT2 chassis and radio boxes and servos and everything else. I really need to get all those stuck in something so I can get these parts in there and get these parts washing, because my usual wash tank is my orange bucket over here that I make my Savage soup in, as they call it, and that's full of the other Savage that needs to be put together. So I'm out of room, guys, and these things drastically need to be soaked and cleaned, and I mean they are bad. Ooh, are they? This is just as bad, guys. This is really bad, dirty. So look at it like this: by the time we get done cleaning him up, and the abuse he's going to go through this summer, it's going to happen all again next year, because he is running good. This 28 has got I think it's got an 18 tooth in it. Yep, 18 tooth clutch bell with a 47 tooth spur gear, I believe. Yep, 1847, and Grubby has a 1947 in him. Paintball's a 2-speed, and Paintball has an 1847 in him too. So we're going to cut this right here, guys. This is all you guys need to see. You don't need to come along and watch me clean up all the dirt. I'll bring you back on the second part of this when we got everything tore apart. As far down as we're going to take it, I'm going to go through the transmission too to make sure, even though I'm pretty sure the grinding I was hearing was the bearing exploding. I mean, anytime that you got a bearing in your hand and you have, you know, your inner and outer ring right there, and you have no balls left in it, they're gone. There's not even bits and pieces of them anywhere. That means they're laying all over the lot. So that's what we were hearing, guys. It was not in the transmission, and it was not in the differential. It was the bearings on the outdrive cups. So winner chicken dinner for us. Even though these teeth are extremely sharp, I think it's because one of the bearings got stuck down in there and was chewing on it. But it'll all get cleaned up. All of this will get cleaned up, guys. You'll get to see it. So if you guys have made it with me this long, I greatly appreciate it. If you guys want to smash that like button for me now, I'd even appreciate that even more. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell for notifications so you guys know when the OG is doing his thing in the Nitro corner. Because like Rinks knows, in the corner, this is where we get shit done. We talk shit, we fix shit, we break more shit while we're fixing shit, and we talk about getting shit done. It's just a real shitty place to be. Oh geez, Nitro Corner, guys, episode 101 coming at you. Oh geez, Nitro RCs. And I'll be hollering at you guys hopefully really soon, because I'm going to get this all messed cleaned up and get that front end off, because I can't have this like this. I got 2 other trucks down and need to put that together. So we need to get this bad boy cleaned up real quick. So, OG, and I'll catch